What? Too much shadow? Alright with that. Well. A bit of an atmosphere change. So, where we were previously. A lot has changed, definitely. A lot can happen in a couple weeks. I feel like where I was mentally, the last video that I posted was probably... I hadn't built my endurance yet, my stress endurance. As much stress endurance as you can. In 2-3 weeks. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Anyways, I'm back at home now. You may hear some new ambience. But I'm going to try and make this short so that I can fit it in my small window of peace. Since I am at home now. Today I wanted to talk a bit about selfishness and why selfishness is not your enemy. If you grew up anything similar to the way I did, you're a people pleaser. We are raised to think that being selfish is bad. In the fluffy little television shows that we show our kids, they talk about how having, giving to others and being nice to others and putting others before yourself is a good thing. It gives you this fluffy feeling inside and it's so rewarding, but they also don't discuss the dark side to that, which is being too selfless, in which case it's to the point where it's destructive to yourself. It's very, you're likely to be self-deprecating because you're just more interested in the well-being of others than yourself. And after many years of learning the hard way, I found that being a people pleaser really doesn't get you anywhere. I would say there's a balance, definitely, between being a people pleaser and being selfish. But I don't think being selfish is a bad thing, in my experience. It's just not. You need to learn to stand up for yourself. You need to learn to take what you need. You need to learn how and when to step on toes in order to get where you need to be. When you give people what they want, they typically learn how to manipulate you to get the most that benefits them. Okay? And it is up to you in order to protect yourself. It's not their fault. They're just doing whatever life is giving them. And it's up to you to stop them from taking it, okay? Because you're the one who's giving it to them. You're basically putting up a huge sign that says, take this for free. This is free. Come do this over and over and over and over and over again until you learn that that's just not going to do it. People stomp all over you. People use and abuse you when you are a indiscriminate people pleaser. There's nothing wrong with doing nice things for others. However, if you're in that position where you are just always down because other people, you feel maybe they owe you, or maybe they do owe you, but in the end, you're the one that gave it to them, and honey, you gotta learn that once you give it away, you can't expect it back. I mean, unless you're a mobster or something, but even then, those people aren't usually the ones you want to be dealing with. But being selfish is taking your power back. It's allowing yourself to unleash your potential. To give yourself permission to be exactly who you are, who you need to be, and to take what you need in order to get where you need to go. Okay? A ship isn't going to sail without a little wind. You're just going to toss on the waves for a while. It needs direction. It needs power. It needs influence. And you need to be that wind. You can't just expect life to just hand you what you need. You need to pave the way. And you gotta chop through some bushes. You gotta deal with some thorns, some cuts, some scrapes. Maybe a couple broken limbs. Life is like that, you know? And you're just not gonna get there unless you pave your way. You gotta be selfish and shameless about it, okay? If you are a people pleaser, I'm telling you right now that it's virtually impossible for you to be too selfish, okay? Because I know that it's going to take some time for you to break that mindset that, oh hey, I feel so bad for, not giving that person that day off, but I mean, I've been working 14 days straight and I want it off, but I just feel so bad. Maybe I'll call her back and tell her that she should take it off because I just can't. Stop it, okay? You deserve a day off too. That's fine. They're just asking because you've probably said yes in the past. And they're probably going to call you and ask you again. They feel no shame, so neither should you. Okay? You've got to be your own engineer. You can't just expect everything to just fall in place for you. Unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. It can, but you do have to put work in. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to put yourself in places that you otherwise wouldn't want to be in. You have to do that. When you're working a job that you hate and you want to quit, you're probably meant to be there, and you should probably keep working it, okay, until you can't work it anymore, because that's where you're going to learn the most. And being selfish is one of those things. Do you hear that? I should probably go. Reflecting on this, it went a different direction than I had intended. I wanted to touch on how to break people pleasing in another video and just stick to the power of being selfish in this one, and it changed. So maybe I'll do a second take with a couple doors closed to avoid the ambiance. That's assuming it came through the audio. We'll see in the playback. Thank you for sitting and listening to me. I'll catch you next time.